Working out here when the weather is bad. Oh yeah, that in itself is a tremendous challenge. Welcome back to my channel. Basically in my area it's going to start getting very cold and it's going to start snowing maybe tonight or tomorrow. I don't know when it's actually going to start to really come down. But things that you always want to be prepared for, especially if you want to build your day around bad weather, is you want to make sure that you have everything necessary and ready to deal with that bad weather. Definitely, it's very, very important to always check the weather reports to make sure how bad it is outside, okay? Since weather is something you can't control, you got to be able to figure out where you're going to work and what area you're going to work in. Definitely, it's always great to have the scraper to scrape the ice off your car in the car. It's always good to pack lunch. I have lunch enough for the entire day. It's always good to be able to have boots. I got them in my back trunk right now. So these are all necessary things that you need to have, especially with the unpredictability of weather. When it gets slushy out, when it rains, when it pours, always having an umbrella in your car. But the real bad weather, like the snow, oh yeah, that's always a tough one. Again, you really have to just really play it by ear for the day, and you just gotta use caution, okay? Especially when you're picking up in the Walmarts. You know, it's going to be cold out. Some of these people are going to be bringing everything to the curbside, so, you know, it gets a little frustrating sometimes because they've been working all day coming in and out of the stores, so you just do your best to try to maintain a positive attitude and, you know, stay strong. Load your car up, make sure you put everything in the right place. And also when you're dropping it off to the customer, be very, very careful where you're dropping it off to the customer. If you have to reach out to the customer to let them know that you're on the way, then do so, just in case if there's any ice on the road, if it's really bad on the road, because you want to really take your time, especially if you're not sure with the weather nowadays. You don't know if it's going to be really bad or if it's not going to be bad. So you want to be able to work in one territory and not overextend yourself. Try to keep it very basic, very simple. The more it snows, the worse the weather is, the slower you want to go. You don't want to go fast. You definitely do want to put in the time, and then you'll be fine, okay? What I mean by that is, if you know it's going to be bad weather out and it's starting to come down slowly, just put the hours in and take your time on every hour that you work. Don't put yourself in danger. Take your time. Okay, you're your own boss. You don't have to rush. There's only so many things that you can control, and the one thing we cannot control is weather. Okay? And I'm getting ready for that. I'm sizing myself up for that. I got my boots. I got my scraper. Everything I basically need that's necessary for me to get me through an entire day if the snow starts coming down. Now, obviously, if it's really heavy snow and you can't really make it, then don't do it. Don't even attempt to try it. Remember, you are solo in this, so you have to pace yourself, not stress yourself, okay? There's only so much you can do as an individual person, and the great thing is that you have to call the shots as to how to deal with the weather. Sometimes you have to know maybe a couple of days in advance. If you know that a particular day is going to come up where it's going to start to snow, then take the days before that and try to work them as hard as you can or as long as you can, so that this way when it does snow and you got to take time off, it's not going to hurt your pocket because you went hard 2 days before or 1 day before. In those kind of considerations, it's better to just work longer on the clear days than it is on the snow days. Okay? And yep, we're right now. It says snow expected this evening. And it's going to probably go into the next day. So you just gotta be ready. You gotta be ready. You gotta have everything ready. You know, suit up really good to be able to come downstairs, to be able to deal with each delivery that you take. Watch out when you're actually dropping it off at the customer's house. Always let them know you're coming. If there's any ice when you get out of the car to get to the customer's house, make sure to always take your time. Don't go fast, okay? Because you never know if you could slip, especially at nighttime. At nighttime, you know, try to use a flashlight if you can. That will help a lot, okay? And also, if you're getting tremendous value from this channel, just leave 2 likes up and leave any comments below on how you guys handle the weather and how you deal with the weather out there. It's coming. I know it's coming, so it's just around the corner. But I've done this for 6 years, so I basically know how to handle it. And again, the best thing to do is always watch the weather. Sometimes the weather can be very accurate, sometimes it's not. But by watching the weather, you can then choose the days that are the best for you, which is also part of work-life balance, and choose which are the best days that you really need to work, you know, and just give it your best, you know. And that's the best way to do it. I mean, there's nothing you can do when it comes to the weather. You just gotta be prepared. Prepare yourself, watch out for yourself, take your time, don't rush yourself. If the Walmarts are open, they'll be open. If they do close down, I'm sure they'll send an email to let you know that, hey, they're closed down. Then you can always just take DoorDash and GrubHub if it's not too dangerous to actually go out and do it. Again, you got to use common sense and insight when you're doing it. If you could just plan your day out the right way, days in advance, that is the best that you can do to be safe out there. Okay? This way you're not overdoing it or putting yourself in any kind of danger whatsoever. Because you're the only person doing this. Make sure you have enough gas in your car. Make sure you're, you know, pacing yourself, keeping your miles low, your dollar amounts high. It's better to stay within a certain area. Try not to go too far out of your market. Choose one market, stay in that market, and work that market, especially when it's snowing. Don't go too far away. And when push comes to shove, if it gets really bad on the road, then just go home. Just go home. There's not really much you can do. Can't put your life in jeopardy or put yourself in jeopardy if it's really bad out. You got to take care of yourself, your car, your health. You're your own person. So when you're out here, you got to exercise good judgment call. Then the next day, depending on how this, if the snow is at night and you're dealing with the next day, again, just warm your car up, get it ready to go, take your time, try to make the day as long as possible because you're going to need that time space in between for the sheer uncertainty of what could possibly happen or come. So take it from me, I've been doing this for 6 years, so I know what it's like. And you don't want to push yourself too hard when you're out here. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. And this one, hopefully this helps you, especially prepare you for all the bad weather out there. When it's raining, of course, you gotta always have an umbrella with you, definitely, so you know that. So, but otherwise, I hope you got great value from this. I hope you have a great day. And keep subscribing to my channel. I come up with other tips and tricks out there. Now with my phone like this, if anything comes to my mind, I'll definitely throw it out at you guys and let you know how the day is going. And we will be in touch. Have a great day.